Charlie Munger once said, "The first $100,000 is a bitch, but you've got to do it." In today's discussion, we will explore how you can go from $0 to $100,000 in 2025, starting with an essential concept, the Pareto Principle. The Pareto Principle originates from an observation made by economist Vilfredo Pareto in 1906. While tending to his garden, he noticed that about 80% of his healthy pea pods came from only 20% of his plants. Intrigued by this pattern, he applied it to his economic research and discovered similar trends in wealth distribution. In Italy, 80% of the land was owned by 20% of the population, and in England, 70% of the total income was earned by 30% of the people. Pareto's insight has since been applied broadly, revealing that 20% of causes often generate 80% of results. For instance, while you may have a closet full of clothes, you likely wear only 20% of them 80% of the time. Similarly, many content creators find that 80% of their revenue comes from just 20% of their content. While the exact ratio may vary, sometimes 70/30ths or even 60/40ths, the principle remains: a small portion of efforts often yields the majority of results. Understanding and applying this principle can help you accelerate your journey toward your first $100,000. By focusing on the areas that yield the highest returns, we will apply it to 3 fundamental contributors to wealth: the flow of money, multiplying resources, and financial awareness. The flow of money. One of the most critical aspects of accumulating wealth is understanding how money flows. Money moves from one person to another based on value exchange, and recognizing how this works can help you increase your income. Consider a Spider-Man wallet as an example. Think about the various people involved in bringing this product to market: the store that sells it, the logistics worker who shipped it, and the farmer who grew the cotton used in its production. Each person in this chain adds value, but not all contributions are equal. The farmer, for instance, likely earns more than the store associate because they provide the raw materials necessary to create the product. The key takeaway? The more value you bring to a system, the more you can earn. If you want to increase your income, find ways to contribute more value to the industry you're already in. Effort versus impact. Many people mistake effort for impact. Understanding the difference can significantly affect your earning potential. Take John and Amy as examples. John shows up on time every day, diligently responds to emails, attends all meetings, takes extensive notes, and completes every task assigned to him. He works long hours and stays late, yet his progress is slow. Amy, on the other hand, arrives late but starts her day by reviewing key business metrics. She spends time planning her most impactful tasks and prioritizes work that moves the company forward. She ignores unnecessary emails and skips unproductive meetings. Despite working fewer hours, her contributions have a far greater impact than John's. I used to be like John when I first started in corporate America. I believed that hard work and saying yes to everything would be rewarded. In reality, success comes from prioritizing high-impact tasks over busy work. Money flows to those who create value, not just those who work the hardest. To apply this concept in your own life, identify the 20% of tasks that generate 80% of your results and focus on those. Instead of checking off every item on your to-do list, prioritize activities with the highest return on investment. Multiplying resources. The second key to building wealth is utilizing your resources in ways that multiply over time. Instead of relying solely on active income, where you trade time for money, focus on creating passive income streams that continue earning, even when you're not working. Most people are conditioned to earn through labor, whether it's a salaried job or hourly wages. While this provides financial stability, it also has a major limitation. If you stop working, your income stops too. Achieving financial independence requires shifting your mindset toward assets that generate revenue with minimal ongoing effort. One of the most effective ways to build passive income is through investing. Think of it like rolling a small snowball down a hill. With time, it grows larger and picks up momentum. Even modest investments can accumulate significant wealth due to the power of compound growth. The earlier you start, the greater the impact. If you're new to investing, a great place to begin is an S&P 500 index fund. This type of fund tracks the performance of 500 major U.S. companies and historically offers reliable long-term returns with minimal management. For those seeking alternative investments, platforms like Walnut Fund provide opportunities to invest in fully managed walnut plantations, generating income through sustainable agriculture. Beyond traditional investments, real estate, dividend stocks, and digital assets like online businesses or content royalties can also create consistent passive income streams. The key is to choose investments that align with your financial goals and risk tolerance. By prioritizing passive income, you set yourself up for long-term financial success. Instead of depending solely on your paycheck, you'll have multiple income sources working for you, helping you achieve financial freedom faster and with greater security. Financial awareness. The third fundamental contributor to wealth is financial awareness. Specifically, understanding your expenses and living below your means. While many believe that reaching first $100,000, how much you save plays an equally important role. If you earn $200,000 per year but spend it all, you have nothing left to invest. The key is to manage your expenses effectively without depriving yourself. Extreme frugality isn't sustainable, much like crash diets often fail due to the forbidden fruit effect. The more you restrict yourself, the more likely you are to overspend later. Instead, apply the Pareto principle to your expenses. List out all your spending categories: housing, transportation, food, entertainment, insurance, etc., and their costs. You'll likely find that 80% of your expenses come from just 20% of these categories. Typically, housing, transportation, and insurance are the largest expenses. To save effectively, focus on reducing these high-impact expenses. For example, refinancing your mortgage, moving to a lower-cost city, or switching to a more affordable car can have a much bigger effect than cutting out your $15 Netflix subscription. Saving $200 per month on rent results in $2,400 saved annually, whereas canceling a $15 subscription only saves $180 per year. Prioritizing major expenses allows you to save more without micromanaging small purchases. Moreover, studies show that willpower is a limited resource. If you constantly resist temptations, you'll be mentally drained and less effective in other areas. Instead of exhausting yourself by tracking every tiny expense, optimize the big ones and automate savings where possible. Final thoughts. If your goal is to earn $100,000 in 2025, use the Pareto principle to maximize efficiency. Prioritize high-impact tasks at work that yield the greatest returns. Invest in assets that generate passive income, such as stocks, real estate, or online businesses. Optimize major expenses by cutting unnecessary costs and reallocating funds strategically. Focus on three key principles: understanding how money flows, multiplying resources through smart investments, and increasing financial awareness to make informed decisions. By concentrating on the 20% of actions that drive 80% of results, you'll accelerate your financial growth and achieve your $100,000 goal more efficiently. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to this channel for more content. Thank you.